cross. When you cross something, you move from one side to other. The school guard stopped the traffic to let the children cross the street. If we want to get to the other side of the river, we'll have to cross the bridge. Crowd. A crowd is a large group of people who are together in the same place. A large crowd gathered to watch the fireworks. A crown is a round band often made of golden jewels, worn from the head by kings. Sarah wears paper crown and when she pretends to be a queen. Crumb. A crumb is a tiny piece of bread, cake, or cracker. Crutch. A crutch is a pole with a pad and the top to lean on. Crutches are placed under the arm to person walk or stay balanced. May learn to move on crutches when she broke her leg. Cry. To cry means to have tears coming from your eyes. People often cry when they are sad, hurt, or frightened. Jack cried when his dog Pluto was hit by a car. Cub. Cub is a young bear or young lion. Young tigers, wolves, and sharks are also called cubs. Cube. A cube is like a block that has 6 sides. The sides of a cube are usually straight. How many ice cubes do you want in your lemonade? Cup. A cup is a small round container that is open on the top and usually has a handle. People often drink liquid from cups. A cup is also an amount used for measuring. A baker measured 4 cups of flour for the cake she was baking. Curious. A person who is curious is very, very interested in knowing or learning about things. People who are curious often ask questions. What do monkeys eat? Ask. Curious about the animals. Curious often ask questions. What do monkeys eat? Asked Brittany, curious about the animals at the zoo. Neil and Tara was curious about how to become an astronaut. Curl. A curl is a round shape like a circle. Matt's hair was full of curls. To curl means to shape something like a curl. Bobby likes to curl the hair on her new doll. Nicolai wrapped the gift with a blue ribbon and curled the ends of the ribbon. Curve. A curve is a line that bends into a round shape. A curve is not straight. We could not see past two curves in the road. To curve means to bend. The line for the movie is so long that it goes down the block and curves around the corner. Cut. To cut something means to use scissors or knife to divide it into pieces. If we cut the paper in half, we can each have a piece. They'll cut a slice of cake for everyone and put each slice on a paper plate. To cut also means to take parts of something away. Sal cuts the grass every week during the summer. A cut is a thin break in the skin made by something sharp. Penny got a cut on her finger when she picked up the broken glass. Dad and Daddy are names for father. Daddy, are we going to the zoo tomorrow? Asked Max. Dairy. A dairy is a place with milk is kept and where foods like cheese, butter, and ice cream are made from milk. Daisy. A daisy is a flower that has a round yellow center and petals are often white. Yellow or pink. Most daisies grow wild in fields. A dam is a wall that is built across a river or other moving water to hold back the flow of water. A lake from where a dam has been built. Water from dams is used on farms and to make electricity. Damp means a little wet. Else wet bathing still felt damp after hanging on this line for an hour. 근데 뭐 문제 없어 나한테? Dance. When people dance, they move their body to music. At parties, we like to dance in a long line following the leader. A person who dances is called a dancer. The way people move to music is called dance. We practice two new dances. Dandelion is a small plant with a yellow flower and green leaves. Dandelion often grow as weeds in grass. The dandelion flower turns to a soft white ball with tiny parts that float in the air. Danger. When there is danger, something might happen that could hurt you. A big hole in the road is a danger to cars. When something is a danger, we say it is dangerous. Running into the street is dangerous. Dark means that there is no light at all or that there is only a little bit of light. At night, it is dark outside. Dark also means that a color has less light in it. The white stars on the flag are on a dark blue
뭐가?
background.
모기가 아파.
Date. A date is a day of the month of the year. A date is also the day when something happened or happened. What is the date of your birthday? Daughter. A daughter is a female child of a man or woman. Is grandma's daughter. My cousin Liz is my aunt and uncle's daughter. Day. A day is a time that starts when the sun comes up and ends with the sun goes down. A day is also the 엄마!
Day is a time that starts when the sun comes up and ends when the sun goes down.
이거.
The day is also the period of time. 그 시간의 기간이라는 거야.
The day is also the period of time equal to 24 hours. A day starts at 12 o'clock midnight and goes to the next 12 o'clock midnight. There are 7 days in a week. The names of the days of the week are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Daycare. Daycare is a care given to young children away from their home while their parents or others to take care of them are at work. Carlo and Meg like free play and story hour at daycare. Dead. Something that is dead is not living any longer. We saw a dead animal by side of the road. After the long winter, some branches and on the tree in the park was dead. Leaf. When people are deaf, they cannot hear sounds. Some deaf people are able to hear sound by using a hearing aid. Some people who are deaf also speak with their hands in a language called sign language. Dear. When writing a letter, people often begin with the word dear. The word Dear is also used for someone or something very special to you. Mrs. Green is grandmother's oldest and dearest friend. Decide. When you decide, you make up your mind and choose. Jenny is trying to decide which mystery story to read today. Deep. If something is deep, it goes down very far. Workers dug a deep hole on our back and planted a new tree. The town pool is deeper at the one end than the other. Deer. A deer is an animal with 4 long legs and short brown fur. A deer is a mammal that can run very fast. Define. When you define something, you say what it means. Dictionaries define words. The word delicious is defined on this page. Delicious. When food tastes very good, we say it is delicious. Danny thinks peanut butter and jelly are delicious together. Deliver. Deliver means to take something to a place it is supposed to go and then leave it there. Ashley gets up early to deliver newspapers in her neighborhood. Dentist. A dentist is a doctor who takes care of people's teeth and gums to help to keep them healthy. Describe. When you describe something, you tell about it so that someone else will tell about it. When you describe something, you tell about it so that someone else will know what it is like. Nettie said, the art teacher, will you please describe your drawing to the class? Desert. A desert is a very dry place with rain where few plants and animals can live. Many deserts are hot and sandy. Cactus can grow in deserts and camels live there. Design. When you design something, you put shapes and colors together in a special way. 엄마!
Design. Ingrid
is designing to card paint the
card on the computer.
card on the computer. Stuart designed and painted a card with a tiger chasing an elephant. The special shapes and colors of things are called the design. I like the design on your shirt. Desk. A desk is a table that is often used for writing other kinds of work. Many desks have drawer. 엄마, 여기에 있어야 했잖아. 아니, 돌아가지고 여기로 오란 얘기였지. 어디까지 했더라?
Drawers.
Brenda's computer is on the desk in her room at home. 컴퓨터가
이렇게 커. 옛날 컴퓨터.
Dessert. Dessert is a sweet food eaten at the end of a meal. After the dinner, would you like fruit cake or ice cream for dessert? Detective is a person who tries to solve mysteries by discovering how something was done or who did it. Some detectives are police officers. Police officer. Detective caught the people who robbed the bank. Diamond. A diamond is a very hard, clear stone that comes from inside the earth. Diamonds are shiny and are used in rings and other jewelry. A diamond is also a shape with 4 sides and 4 corners. A diamond looks like this. Dice. Dice are small cubes with a different number of dots on each side. Some games are played with dice. 주사위지? Dice are a small cube with a different number of dots to each side. Some games are played with dice. 잠깐만. Dictionary. People use a dictionary to find out what words mean how to spell them and how to say them. Most dictionaries are books. Some dictionaries can also be found on a computer or a CD-ROM. You are reading a dictionary now. If you do not know what a tugboat is, you can look it up in this dictionary. Die. To die means not to be alive anymore. We water the plants in our house every week so they will not die. Different. Something that is different is not like something else. A rabbit is different from a cat. We wear different clothes when it is warm outdoors when it is cold. Difficult. When something is difficult, it is hard to understand to do. Mel thought it was difficult to spell new words until he started using a dictionary. Sarah's hair had too many knots in it that it was difficult to comb. Dig. Dig means to go down into something to make a hole in it. Squirrels dig holes in the ground to store food for the winter. Dime. A dime is a coin that is an amount of money equal to 10 pennies or 2 nickels. 2 dimes plus 1 nickel are equal to 1/4. Do you know how many dimes there are in dollar? 짱이야, 과자야.
맛있잖아. 한 장밖에 안 남았어.
Dinner. Dinner is often eaten early in the evening. It is usually the biggest meal of the day. On Sundays, Hank's family has dinner early in the afternoon. Dinosaur. A dinosaur is a reptile that lived millions of years ago. Dinosaurs were different shapes and size. A dinosaur that ate only plants is called a herbivore. A dinosaur ate meat from animals called carnivore. No dinosaurs are alive today. When you dip something, you put it to liquid and take it out quickly. The painters dipped their brushes into the paint and started painting the fence. Direction. A direction is somewhere you look at or point to, or where a sign or compass point to. Pointing to her left, Cleo said, the school I go to is in that direction. North, south, east, and west are directions. Directions tell the way to get to a place or the way to do something. We stopped and asked for directions to the show store. Dirt is another word for earth. Trees, flowers, and weeds grow in dirt. Lil Lil's dog loves to roll in dirt. When something has dirt on it, we say it is dirty. These dirty clothes need to be washed. Disappear. When something disappears, you are not able to see it any longer. Magicians are very good at making things disappear. To disappoint means to make something feel unhappy because something didn't happen or because something went wrong. Harriet was disappointed when she got sick and had to stay home from school. discover. When you discover something, you see it or learn about it for the first time. Did the bird discover the new feather on the tree? Dish. A dish is a plate of or other container to hold food. Let's heat up a dish of spaghetti for lunch. Disc. A disc is flat, and round like a coin or plate. A disc is also thin but piece of plastic or metal that stores music or information. To use a disc player of a computer. Another spelling of disk for a computer is disk.
This.
Distance means how far one thing is from another, or the space between two things. It is very long distance from Earth to Moon. Dive. To dive is to go into water with your head and arm first. A person who dives is called a diver. A board used for diving is called a diving board. Divide. When you divide something, you break it to smaller pieces. Jonah divided his time between doing his homework and practicing the piano. Do. To do something means to work on it or make it happen. When Carton does gardening, he pulls out weeds and waters the plants. And Tina likes to do jigsaw puzzles. What are you doing tomorrow? Dock. A dock is a place on the water where boats can be tied up or where ships can rest. At the end of its ship trip, the
Ferry.
ferry pulled up to the dock to let the passengers off.
Doctor.
A doctor is a person who is trained to help sick people to get well. The doctor gave Ronald medicine to his throat.